back to my channel. My name is Laura. I am doing Top 5 Wednesday, and I went on the Goodreads group and searched for a topic. I didn't know what to do for this Wednesday, so I am going to do my top 5 recommendations for summer reads. So these are 5 books that I read. They were on my favorite shelf. I have 3 books that I gave 4-star to, and I got 2 books that I gave 5 stars to. So I'm going to start off with my 4 stars. And the 4 stars, the 3 books that I have are YA books that I read that I really enjoyed. And they are summer reads, and you could actually see on most of the covers, you could see that it's a summer read. So I don't remember most about these books, so I am going to read the blurbs on the back and let you know. So the first book that I have is The Summer I Turned Pretty by Jenny Han. I only read book 1. I have all 3 books. It's a trilogy. But I only read book 1. I gave this one 4 stars. I'm going to read the back because I don't remember what it's about, but it was on my shelf and I gave it 4 stars. So it says, some summers are just destined to be pretty. When each summer begins, Belly leaves her school life behind and escapes to Cousins Beach, the place she has spent every summer of her life. Not only does the beach house mean home away from home, but her favorite people are there. Susanna, her mother's best friend, and her sons, Conrad and Jeremy. Belly has been chasing Conrad for as long as she can remember, and more than anything, she hopes this summer will be different. Despite distractions from a new guy named Cam and lingering looks from Conrad's brother, Jeremy, Belly's heart belongs to Conrad. Will he offer his to her? Will this be the summer that changes everything? So book 2 is called It's Not Summer Without You, and book 3 is called We'll Always Have Summer. So I have those 2 on my shelf, but I have not read them yet. This one I gave 4 stars to. I really enjoyed it. So that is my first choice. Okay, the second choice is a YA book, but this author always writes new adult. So yeah, so this one is Abby Glines is the author, and I have Until Friday Night. Now this is also book 1 of a series. I only own book 1, and I read this one and I gave this one 4 stars. So let's see, it says tender, honest, and archingly real. This book has it all, and I can't wait for the next field party. So let's read what it says on the back. Let's see, I skipped that. I wondered how it would feel to laugh again, to laugh right out loud, to feel the sound of it on my tongue. But knowing that my mother has gone and that I had made sure my father paid for his crime, could I ever laugh again? Could I hear my own voice and not break into a million pieces? And that was Maggie talking. Now the next person who's talking is West. All Mama and I could do was keep doing the things that made Dad happy. Even if inside we were both falling apart, he wasn't just a husband to Mama. He was her best friend. And next year I wanted to play college football, but with Dad not here, how did I continue with my dreams? With our dreams. So yeah, I really enjoyed this one. I gave it 4 stars. There is a sequel to this one, but I don't own it yet. So yeah, so this one was really good. 4 stars. Okay, the next one is a YA book. It's Broken Hearts, Fences, and Other Things to Mend. This one is also a trilogy, I think. I own all 3 books, but I only read the first one. And this is by Katie Finn. She is also Katie Finn. She has a pen name. I don't remember which one she is, but is it Morgan Matson? I don't know. When I look it up, I'll let you know. I think it's Morgan Matson. She writes as Katie Finn as well. But I really enjoyed this one. And there's only a very small blurb on the back, which I will read to you. It's very small. It says, "The love of my life had broken up with me. He just rejected me in a parking lot. He was already seeing some girl with a neck tattoo. My whole summer was wrecked, and it was only the beginning of June." So this one takes place in the summer. I gave it 4 stars. It's a YA book. I really enjoyed it, and I do own the next 2 books. They're on my favorite shelf, but I didn't get to them yet. So yeah, 4 stars for this one. Okay, moving on to the next book. The next book is one of my author's favorite books, and it's this one. It is Safe Haven by Nicholas Sparks. This is my favorite book of his. I really enjoyed it. It is also a movie. The movie was good as well. And this takes place in the summer. I'm going to read the back for you. It says, when a mysterious young woman named Katie appears in the small North Carolina town of Southport, her sudden arrival raises questions about her past. Beautiful yet self-effacing, Katie seems determined to avoid forming personal ties until a series of events draws her into 2 reluctant relationships, one with her plain-spoken neighbor Joe, and another with Alex, a widowed store owner with 2 young children. Katie slowly begins to relax her guard, putting down roots in the community and becoming increasingly attached to Alex and his family. But even as Katie begins to fall in love, she struggles with the dark secret that still haunts her. With Joe's support, Katie eventually realizes that she must choose between a life of transient safety and one of risky rewards, and that in the darkest hour, love is the only true safe haven. I really enjoyed this one. I gave it 5 stars. Yeah. So, and the movie was good as well. So it also says, compelling love story, a gripping tale of love and survival, a riveting read all night, page turner. So yeah, this is my favorite Nicholas Sparks book. It's on my favorite shelf. Okay, the last book is an adult book. I really want to read this one again, I think. I read this back, 2013 or 2014. It was the first book I ever read by him. He usually writes crime and he writes thrillers, I think, but political thrillers, I think. But this is a contemporary, and I really enjoyed it. I loved his writing style. I so want to read more of his books. It's David Balducci, and the book that I read was One Summer. Yeah. This one made me cry, and I gave it 5 stars. I will read a little bit of the back just to give you an idea, and this is what David Balducci looks like. So it says, if you know David Balducci only as a thriller writer, you need to read more of David Balducci. In One Summer, he writes as beautifully and insightfully about the pathways of the human heart as he does about the corridors of power. The twists and turns in this hugely emotional and unforgettable novel come from the reliance of one father's spirit and the revelation of the love that binds a family in this world and even beyond. If you read one book this summer, make it One Summer. Yeah, I really enjoyed this one. I gave it 5 stars. It made me cry. Yeah, it was very emotional. This is my favorite book of his, and I haven't read, I think I read Memory Man, I think, by him. So, but I really enjoyed this one. And I want to read more of his writing, and I had to own this one. So I got this one from a used bookstore or a library sale. Yeah, I have this on my favorite shelf. Yeah. So, very heart-wrenching book, but it's a page turner. Yeah. So those are the 5 books that I classify as summer reads that are fantastic, 4 and 5 stars. I couldn't put them down. Really great books. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you in another video. Bye.